Well, you know what? I can show you exactly how much money that I've spent on this ship. Welcome back, travel fans. I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides. It's time for another Sunday sofa time on tour. As you can see, I am still not home in front of my red sofa. This is my cabin here on the Royal Caribbean Anthem of the Seas. And today we're going to talk about how much money you spend on a cruise. Welcome back again, everybody. If you are new here, let me just inform you that I do two kinds of videos on my channel. I do like travel vlog videos where I take you with me on some kind of daily adventure. And every Sunday, almost every Sunday, I post a Sunday sofa time video where I sit at home in front of my red sofa and talk about some sort of, I think, interesting travel related issue. Today's gonna be one of those videos, but like I said, I'm not at home. This is my cabin on the Anthem of the Seas. I have been on the ship for about a week now. We went to Bermuda for 3 days. It was a fantastic time. There's going to be a lot of videos coming about that. Both kinds of videos, sofa time videos and daily vlog videos where you can see actually what I did that day. And I wanted to make a video about how much money you can spend on a cruise, because I know that that is something that a lot of people who've never cruised before are interested in. And I will tell you in advance, I'm really bad at math and I'm not the best person when it comes to budgets. So a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about may be sort of rounded up or rounded down or sort of from my memory and not exactly 100% precise. But that doesn't mean they're not helpful. So just to fill you in, if you're somebody who's not, or if you're somebody who's new to cruising or doesn't have a lot of cruise or recent cruise experience, when you pay for your cruise itself, there are several things that are almost always included in the price from the get-go. Once you've paid to get on board, these things are included. And they are your cabin, of course, meals in the buffet restaurant, and what's called the main dining room. But nowadays a lot of cruise lines are changing that concept, and the main dining room is now has a restaurant name or several different restaurant names, but they all serve the same menu every evening. Wait, I don't mean that it's the same menu every evening. I mean, like, on Monday there's this menu and these 3 restaurants all serve that menu. On Tuesday there's a different menu and these 3 restaurants all serve that menu. Know what I mean? So there's those restaurants as well. The general term for them is main dining room, and your meals there will be included as well as certain drinks like iced tea, filtered coffee, juices, and general things like that. Very often, if you want to have any kind of specialty coffee, any kind of Coke or Pepsi products, I call it pop. Do you call it soda? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, beer, wine, cocktails, those are things that you're gonna have to pay for. On some cruise lines, you can bring a certain small amount of bottled water or bottles of wine with you. Be sure to check with your cruise line or your travel agent before you get on the cruise, because it can just be an annoying hassle if you get busted trying to take something on board that you're not allowed, which I, of course, have never done. Some cruise lines, or I guess I would say most cruise lines nowadays, they also have, in addition to the buffet and the main dining room, 1 or 2 other dining possibilities that are also included in the price of your cruise. Here on the Anthem of the Seas, there is the Cafe 270 that serves, I guess you could kind of say, like, sort of healthier options. They have a lot of salad options and sandwich options with things like grilled chicken and Caesar salad and things like that. There's also Sorrento's and the Promenade Cafe that serve, like coffee and cake, and Sorrento's serves pizza all day long. Cheesy pizza. Here on the Anthem of the Seas, there is also the Solarium Bistro, which basically serves the same stuff as in the main buffet restaurant, the Windjammer Cafe, but just at a different location. As far as I can think of, I think those are the dining options that are included in the price of this cruise. And then there are a couple other restaurants like Jamie's Italian or Chop's Steakhouse or the Izumi Asian Sushi Fusion restaurant. Wonderland as well. Those are upcharge restaurants, or some people call them specialty restaurants, and those are restaurants where you have to pay extra if you want to eat there. So that's sort of the rundown as far as dining and drinking. Now, there are other things that you might want to pay for on board, and those are like activities and experiences. For instance, here on the Anthem of the Seas, there are a lot of really, really awesome things to do, and there's going to be videos coming about those as well, such as the Ripcord iFly skydiving experience, the Flow Rider surf simulator. There's like trapeze, bumper cars, an escape room. And here on the Anthem of the Seas, all of those things are included in the price of your cruise. You simply have to make a reservation to book a time. By the way, it's the same way for all the shows here on board as well. But there are other experiences here on board that cost a little bit extra, like there are certain fitness classes that cost extra. There's like a sushi making class that costs extra. There's wine tastings that cost extra. There is a backstage ship tour that costs extra. Those are things that, at least here on board or on Royal Caribbean ships, those things cost extra. On some other ships I've been on, like on the MSC Magnifica or most of the Norwegian cruise line ships, there are also some cool activities like bowling alleys, like 4D theaters on on some of the bigger Norwegian cruise ships nowadays. They have go-karts. And on some of those ships, those activities cost extra. And by the way, I'm going to be making a video about, like an updated video about Norwegian Cruise Lines versus Royal Caribbean coming up soon, so you can look forward to that video as well. After this cruise, I have once again developed a very strong opinion, but you'll have to wait for that video. Subscribe. So sometimes you have to pay for those things as well, but here on the Anthem of the Seas they are included, but on other ships sometimes they're not included. Then there are things like the casino on board. Of course, you have to spend your own money in the casino. The ship is not going to let you play in the casino for free. Duh. And there is a daily service fee for every day that you're on board. This is something that I think is kind of annoying. However, it is nowadays it's unavoidable. Anytime you stay anywhere at any resort, just about any cruise ship, as far as any cruise ship that I know of, you're going to be charged, in addition to what you've already paid for the ship, you're going to be charged a daily fee. And so I think now in the big picture, those are the basic things that you either pay for or you don't pay for when you're on board. And so now I want to give you a rundown of how much money, well, you know what, I can show you exactly how much money that I've spent on this ship since we began, because on the interactive television I have my daily my daily receipt of everything I've spent money on. Before I show you that, let me just tell you that I'm cruising alone, and I'm trying to spend a very little amount of money, and I thought I was doing pretty well, but I was actually kind of surprised when I saw how much is booked. So let's check that out now. This is the interface that comes up when you start your television, and so these are the interactive features here. I've got messages, crew service directory, blah blah blah. And I'm going to go here to your account, and you will see, surprisingly enough, I have managed to spend, drum roll please, $427.24. And let's see how that breaks down. And like I said, I feel like I really haven't been spending a lot. You can see here, let me move back a little bit so you can sort of see it all at one time. On the first night, I had 2 drinks, which I ordered in the music hall bar, and including tip, they cost $15.34 a piece. Then I've got my onboard gratuities, which is like the daily resort fee. The next day I have Club Royale Entertainment, $52.50. That is $50 in cash that I took out for the casino and to have in port. Then on the next day I also had 2 drinks in the music hall bar for $15.34 a piece. Then another resort fee, then state room service. Oh, I ordered room service for my room service mukbang video, and you have to pay a flat fee, a one-time fee for it to get delivered, plus tip is $9.38. Then here, music hall bar, I gave a tip of $1 to a bartender that I thought was especially good. Then we have the pub here. That was a pint of cider for $9.43, but it wasn't really a pint. It was a little bit less than a pint, actually. All right, how do I move to the next page? So I had 2 of those that night, plus the onboard gratuities. Then I went to the Vintages wine bar and had 2 glasses of wine, which came to $22.42. Then we've got the onboard gratuities. You can see, I guess I don't really have to like go through each and everything. It's really literally only drinks and onboard gratuities. The only exception is the one, well, actually 2 times that I got cash from the casino, and it was either to spend in the casino or to have cash for in port. So that was, where can I find here? So one time I took out $50 and one time I took out $100. So it's 105 plus, how can I go back? 105 plus 52.50, that makes 157.50. So I need to, so when you subtract that amount from 472.24, that's how much I really spent on board, and that's literally just for having 2 drinks a day. I didn't go to any specialty restaurant, I didn't go to any excursion, I didn't buy any t-shirts, anything. I hope this helped you. I hope this gave you a good idea of what you can expect when you go on a cruise. If you've got any more questions, then write them in the comments below. I usually try to answer every question that I get, or you can contact me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. If you send me like direct messages on there or write something in the comments, I usually get the chance to answer that as well. However, when you're watching this video, I am probably at Disney World at the moment with my family, so it might take me a little longer than usual to answer that question. Because it's a small world after all. And now comes the time on Sunday Sofa Time where I usually comment on your comments live on air. But just like last week, I'm not going to be able to do that because I'm recording this video in advance, as you know already, and there are no comments at the moment for me to answer. But let me just say, I'm really happy that you're all here. And once again, here on board, several of you have come up to me to say hi. It's always really great to meet you. I'm always so happy when people come to talk to me and when I can talk to you guys and get your feedback as well. So if you ever see me on a ship or walking around at some theme park or something, please say hi. It's not awkward. Just come up, say hello, let me know that we know each other from YouTube, because otherwise it can be kind of confusing. And I promise you, if I have the time, we can chat for a while. Okay? All right. Thanks again for hanging out with me this Sunday, and we'll see you on Friday for another fun travel-related video. Bye-bye.